university considers PhDs as employees, you can exchange your driver's license. You're entitled to 16 weeks of paid, can I hear paid at the back? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here or you're just seeing my face for the first time, welcome. My name is Josephine and I'm a YouTuber based in the Netherlands. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Oh guys, you make me so happy. Okay guys, so in this video, I'll be telling you guys the benefits of doing your PhD in the Netherlands, okay? For those of you who are new also, your girl is doing her PhD in the Delft University of Technology as well. And I started my PhD in 2019. That was when I also moved to the Netherlands. So in today's video, I'll be sharing the tea on why I chose to do my PhD in the Netherlands, all the benefits you get as a PhD candidate, and yeah, all the good stuff. It's just amazing, all the opportunities that are being provided for PhDs in this beautiful country. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first benefit that I'll be talking about in this video is that in the Netherlands, most universities consider PhD candidates as employees instead of students. So there are a few exceptions, and one of the exceptions that I know of is, for instance, when a candidate has maybe sponsorship from their country or wins a PhD scholarship, the person can be given admission by the university, but the person might not be considered an employee of the university. So these are like a few cases. For the most part, the university considers PhDs as employees, and this has so many benefits, which I'll go into in this video. So the second benefit that I'll be looking into is that most PhD positions in the Netherlands are paid positions. So this is more like a spill-off from my first point, where you are considered an employee. You're considered a researcher, someone who is contributing to the university or who is working for the university. And because of that, they actually pay you. So we are even under the CAO. I don't know what the word is in Dutch. It's a long word. It's like the Collectieve Arbeidsovereenkomst. I don't know, but it's basically the collective labor agreement. So because we are employees, we are actually being covered by the rules and protection that come with the labor agreement. And in addition to that, because you are an employee as well, you do have more or less a salary progression. So a lot of times for PhDs, your salary increases every year. So the money that you earn in your first year is different from what you earn in second year, third year, or the fourth year. Okay, so the next point I'll be talking about is the duration of the PhD. For the most part in the Netherlands, PhD is 4 years. So that might be a lot for people in the UK, because of course in the UK, PhD is mainly 3 years. And also I think in France, PhD is 3 years. But if you were to compare this with some other countries like Germany and the US, where PhD can be forever and linger from 3 years to 10 years in some cases, then you see that it's considerably short, you would say. But the good thing is that, I mean, you're paid to do the research, and most times you get to find out that that 4 years is not even long. Now, I can't even believe I've done 2 years out of my 4 years, and it feels like I'm still starting. Guys, I need help. Send help immediately. Okay, guys, so another benefit is because you're considered an employee, if you're an international PhD candidate, you may qualify for what we call the 30% rule. In the Netherlands, because PhDs are considered employees, they actually pay tax. So they pay you, you're like an expert literally, so you have to pay tax. But the good thing is that you also you can qualify for 30% rule if you're an international PhD candidate. And in this case, you have the benefit of having 30% of your salary tax-free, which is amazing. It might not sound like a lot, but it makes a whole lot of difference, trust me. So another benefit that I would say, I mean, that benefit blew my mind, is that as a PhD candidate, if you're an international PhD candidate in the Netherlands, and if you qualify for 30% rule, you can exchange your driver's license. Guys, regardless of the country you come from, you can exchange your driver's license. Now, this is absolutely amazing, because a lot of times in different countries, like PhD candidates, students, you can't just exchange your driver's license. Most times, yes, you can drive in that country for maybe the first 6 months. Then you have to go and maybe write a driving test or whatever. But if you qualify for 30% rule, you literally just send your driver's license. I think it cost me about 30 euros to exchange my driver's license. Guys, that is huge, because driving Getting a driver's license in this Netherlands is like winning lottery. I kid you not. It's like you're going to spend money to go to driving school. You need to pay to pass your driving classes and everything. Guys, the stress is next level. So to be able to exchange your driver's license regardless of the country you come from, it's amazing. So that's one of the benefits. I think a lot of universities in the Netherlands, if you're an international PhD candidate, they pay you relocation allowance. So before I moved to the Netherlands, I actually was in Nigeria with my husband. And when I got this position and I was to move, my university paid me relocation allowance, not just for me, but also for my family, so for my husband as well. That is amazing. This relocation allowance actually covers your flight money and also the cost of moving your belongings. I know that some universities put a cap on it, so that there is a maximum amount to it, but for the most part, at least your flight to the Netherlands is covered, which is cool, right? Okay, guys, so the next thing that I would like to consider also is that some universities provide accommodation. Now, this could be a perk for some universities, but I really love my university, Delft University of Technology, because there was this opportunity to be provided accommodation via Duo. Duo is like a company that deals with student accommodation, but at least they can provide you the accommodation. It's not free, you have to pay, but finding accommodation in this Netherlands is difficult. So if someone can at least provide you accommodation before you come, that's a very big plus. And it was really beneficial for me though, who was moving from a whole new country to the Netherlands. So being able to get an accommodation before arriving, perfect. Okay guys, so the next thing that I'll look at is that your spouse can work full-time. Guys, that one is just amazing, because PhDs yet again are considered employees and not students. So you're literally an expat moving to the Netherlands, and because of that, your spouse and also your children that are below 18, I think, can also move with you. The good thing is that your spouse also get the type of work permit that you get. That is amazing, because the work permit you get as a PhD candidate for the most part is more or less a work permit. You can work from 9 to 5 in a professional organization. So your spouse gets exactly that same work permit that allows him to work 9 to 5 in a professional organization without needing any additional permit. That is amazing, because at least for people who are married, it's easier if your spouse is considering moving over with you, it's easier. So another benefit is, for some universities, I don't know if this cuts across all Dutch universities, but for Delft University of Technology, I was given also a health insurance discount. It wasn't much. It was like, I think 5% discount or thereabout, but at least it was something. So that's also a benefit, right? Just any way that I can save money is something, guys. Just save all the money you can. Okay? Start coming to the Netherlands. In fact, clap for the Netherlands, guys. Another benefit of doing your PhD in the Netherlands is that 90% of Dutch people speak English. Actually, they do. When I say English, I mean good English. So I did a video previously on my experience as a black girl living in the Netherlands. You can go check out that video. At least it gives you an overview of Netherlands as a country, and yeah, my experience as a black girl and as a foreigner in this beautiful country. But one of the points that I made in that video is that 90% of people speak English, and then when I moved to the Netherlands, I didn't struggle with, you know, having to learn Dutch immediately. Of course, I've started learning Dutch because I do intend to stay here for a bit longer, but aside that, like the fact that 90% of the people here speak English just helps. It just helps you to integrate, it helps you to settle down and not feel any pressure to learn a new language. That is amazing, guys. Okay. Another benefit of doing your PhD in the Netherlands is that Dutch schools are among top universities in the world. I kid you not. I just feel like the government tries to make sure that they equip their schools, make their schools top quality. Dutch schools are really, at least 90% of Dutch schools fall under the top 200, I think. top 200 or top 300 universities in the world. And most Dutch schools, actually, if you then go into by subjects, for instance, my university, I think, is among the top 50 in the world. But when it comes to engineering, they're actually part of the top 10 or top 15 in the world. So yeah, it would be amazing to do your PhD in the top university in the world, guys. Hey, absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of the universities here. Actually, I am. Guys, so another thing, another benefit of doing your PhD here in the Netherlands is that you are entitled to maternity and parental leave. Guys, you don't understand. You don't understand how deep that one was. So for those of you that don't know me or are new to my channel, I'm a mom. I had my child last year, October, during COVID, guys. You're entitled to 16 weeks of paid. Can I hear paid at the back? Those at the back, say paid. Good. You're entitled to 16 weeks paid maternity leave. And I think for the men, you're entitled to either 2 or 3 weeks paid parental leave. I'm not sure, but I know also for the men, they're entitled to, I think, a few weeks at least of parental leave. In addition to the maternity leave, fully paid maternity leave, you're also entitled to parental leave. Usually parental leave is a 26 weeks of unpaid leave. Actually, that one is usually unpaid, and you can take this leave anytime until your child is 8 years old, and you can take it for each child. So each child is entitled to 26 weeks of parental leave, and for the most part is unpaid. But for my university, actually, they split the 26 weeks into two. We have the 13 weeks paid and 13 weeks unpaid. For the 13 weeks paid, you get paid, I think, 65% of your salary, and you can take this leave literally anytime. Even if it was unpaid, it's just amazing to know that you can take some time off if you really need time to spend with your child, or if your child needs extra attention or extra help, you can actually take that time off, which I find absolutely amazing. Okay guys, so the final point that I have to make here in this video is that you'll be doing your PhD in a beautiful small country. So guys, this might be an advantage to some but a disadvantage to some, but I found it a huge advantage. So guys, I really love the Netherlands. It's a beautiful small country with bicycle tracks everywhere. They have people who are also really receptive. So in general, in my opinion, you'll be coming into a really friendly environment, a beautiful country, a small country which allows you to maybe live in a different city and study in a different city, or allows you to travel and explore within a short amount of time. The Netherlands is also in Europe, which means that you can travel to other European countries without needing a visa, which is good, because I mean, when you're doing a PhD, you might be going for conferences, or you might just want to travel around. I mean, it's just that perfect location where you can travel and yeah, come back when you want. So guys, yeah, these are my points. I really think the Netherlands is beautiful, and I think, yeah, I like how they set out their PhD positions and the benefits and the perks that are there for PhD candidates. I mean, it just makes it so attractive. Ever since I started my PhD position here, I've actually really felt all the support. I've been given the support that I needed. It's just been an amazing experience, and I really look forward to seeing any one of you who is considering to come to the Netherlands. Just come. It's a beautiful country and you will not regret it. Okay guys, so this is the end of this video. Hope this video provided an insight into what it feels like, or the benefits of doing your PhD in the Netherlands. And if so, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and drop a beautiful comment down below. Please share this video with your family and friends, or anyone you know who is considering coming to the Netherlands or looking out to find a PhD position. Yeah, and if you have any questions about doing your PhD in the Netherlands, or any further questions, whatever, just send me a DM on Instagram. I'm just going to link my Instagram handle somewhere so that we can, you know, I can provide you all the information you need. Okay guys, thank you once again, and see you in my next one. Bye.